Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. I thought this would be an interesting scenario, though. Like, I thought it'd be interesting. We've never done this before. Let's recolonize Africa, or imperialize it again, this time in 2019. As if this continent hasn't already been through enough. Now we're obviously using EU4 because this is the only like paradox game that can easily allow the AI to go out and grab new chunks of land, but there's a reason why I don't normally use this extended timeline for like modern day stuff, and that is because it is so chaotic. Like, you're gonna see, this might have been a mistake. This world's pretty much gonna be unrecognizable by the end of this video, so prepare yourself for that in case you have any border gore allergies. Take your meds. So I think at the start, it's gonna be just this mass land grab sort of thing. Well, at least that's happening in the northwest, and that's about it. Oh, no, okay, just kind of in the north in general. Here comes people down in the south, as well as over here in East Africa. I'm thinking the Ivory Coast is next. And strangely, we also have some rebels popping up. It's in Somalia. I guess pirates don't really need a country to do their thing. In the south, it's gonna be a battle between Belgium and Norway. I imagine both of them probably won't last here. They'll probably either fight each other or someone else is gonna come kick them out. I guess I should have expected Iberia would be here first and doing most of the work. I guess Italy also might do their thing. We know they love Africa, although they've had bad experiences in the past. And again, don't be fooled. People will definitely leave. I know Sweden had something out here before, but then rebels forced them to leave. Right now we have the Dutch, Belgium, and Denmark all kind of competing. So far, just Europeans have showed up. No one from Asia, no one from America. I guess it makes sense they have the most experience doing this. The Irish Congo. I like the sound of that. And, you know, maybe you could ask Belgium for some help here. They got experience with this territory. Maybe they can give you a hand. And just real quick, this is what I was talking about. This is why I don't use this game for 2019 scenarios. India is tasting the rainbow. I don't know why so many people are over here, and it's not just India. China also has gotten some Skittles over here too. It's just a disgusting mess, and I gotta say I kind of love it. I mean, Indonesia's getting ripped apart. I mean, specific areas. So, like I said, this world's gonna be unrecognizable. I'm rooting for Iceland. I mean, I kind of understand they probably don't want to be on a hellish snow island for the rest of their country's lives. You know, maybe they deserve most of this stuff. This corner of India is looking pretty fun. We've got nations kind of dipping their toes into just grabbing land that isn't theirs. Latvia, Albania, and Finland all getting a little piece of that. And while this map is broken into chaos almost everywhere else, Europe itself is looking all right. I mean, not too many like land changes, except for obviously like Russia doing their thing. Okay, wait a second. We've got African countries now reappearing somehow. Zimbabwe, as well as up here, a couple others. I don't really know how this is going to change things, but it's going to do something. The U.S. has just been chilling here the whole time. They haven't done nothing. I guess Donnie has been voted out. We've got some guy named Alfred leading them. Also, okay, that's different. And I'm really loving these traditional colonial empires that are popping up. You know, things that we're really used to. Georgia, Croatia, Estonia. Everything's normal here. Oh, so that's what the U.S. has been doing this whole time. I was gonna say, it's just gonna chill, but no, they're trying to save money. They don't want to have to build that wall. I believe the vampires have finally broken the truce in Europe for the most part, and they've become the first European that's not Russia to invade someplace else and grab some land. I'm sure there has been a couple wars, but yeah, they actually grabbed territory. Oh, and Poland as well. Okay, sorry, almost missed them. They are looking like they're about to get some revenge. Have you guys seen those Winnie the Pooh memes where the first Winnie the Pooh is like he's regular and then he becomes like fancier with something else? That's what Denmark's doing right now. This is the fancy way of saying Greenland. Look how well Ireland's been doing. They've been getting so much land, and if they can keep this, which I doubt they will, but if they can keep it, they can really change their fate. Maybe they can become a great power. Okay, scratch that. The US didn't want to take over all of Mexico. They only took 2 provinces. Okay, maybe they decided when they got down here, they're like, nah, never mind, just have it. South America's actually doing something here in EU4. I'm proud of them. Bolivia kind of expanding, as well as Argentina, as Chile was destroyed, and so was Uruguay. And of course, here we go. The British over here just naming things Rhodesia. Okay. Let's see how that works out. Russia looks like they could be in trouble, but again, don't let this fool you. This is EU4, not HOI4. They could like get their entire country occupied. Doesn't mean they're gonna lose much land. Oh, it's starting to get intense. So we have a new major player here in this part of the world. Yeah, the Saudis kind of getting pushed back a little bit. And now all African coastlines have just about been locked up. So unless you, I don't know, win things through a war or anything like that. I mean, the players here pretty much are gonna be sticking through here, and it's gonna be a big race, I guess, to get to the middle. I keep thinking this is French lands, but no, this is Sweden. Sweden's actually doing the best out of all the Nordic countries, which all of them, I think, are participating in some sort of colonization. As well as we got this mess that for some reason popped up. I don't even know why, you know, especially you're all divided. Okay, well, you're all gonna die. Okay, something's been going down. I don't know exactly what or how, but This is good. You know, you would think that Germany would probably not ally themselves to these guys anymore, just because they've had some history. You never know what they're gonna do. They probably won't be on your side for much longer, but we'll see. Oh, and the Anschluss has just happened. The Anschluss in 2019, kind of. I mean, they let them have a little bit, so it's nicer, right? They learned from, yeah, they're not super mean. China ain't looking too good. They're looking like they have some sort of disease. You should probably go to the hospital. But Tibet is now here. If they survive, I think India might just try to take them over because they're also taking a lot of land over this way. Oman has finally joined in, or maybe they've been here for a while. I don't know. But this is the first like Asian nation I could think of that is actually getting colonies. I wonder how many evil things Belgium is doing now. I can only imagine. Also, on a side note, Iceland is now expanding into the Arabian Peninsula. I don't know how this happened, but for some reason, Brazil's now losing territory to someone they shouldn't, to be honest, so I don't know what's going on. Also, this part of Europe is getting a little cleaner. I guess Serbia was destroyed. Croatia is starting to take a lot of stuff over. Also, the Swiss, yeah, my nation's dead. I think the Russians at one point were trying to regain all their former Soviet territory, and they're still kind of doing that. They're still not looking too bad. Problem is, Iran took like a lot of these guys away. Indonesia just barely exists, and so do the Philippines. They're just getting provinces chipped away left and right, unfortunately. Sweden's doing well, and again, I mean, they're also got a pretty good thing going on in Africa. Let's see who's all over here, because this is like the most crowded I've ever seen. Estonia, Lithuania, Italy, Turkey, Germany, Croatia, Belgium, everyone. Malta, okay, wow. Safe to say things are getting crazy. Australia and New Zealand are kind of just chilling, not getting involved too much, which is so weird. Like, for some reason, yeah, only European nations are colonizing. I don't know why. Maybe Americans are just too busy fighting each other because there's a lot less wars going on in Europe. Brazil now taking a big chunk out of Argentina. And, well, North America's kind of all right. I mean, there's stuff going on in the central area. Oh, all of Baja's been taken, which that's not bad. I will take that. That seems nice. We got Dutch Egypt, which I never thought I'd see, as well as like Belgian, Egypt, Danish, Delta, things like that. There's still a lot of provinces open in Africa, to be honest, and maybe there could be a couple new members. The US could always get here. And Finland. Finland doing what they do best. They're just whipping Russians with all those skis. And Denmark is very soon gonna not exist, so at least they have proper fancy Greenland that they could maybe escape to. Okay, so Iran is just taking everything over at this point. I think they might be the only ones that could possibly stop India, which of course, I mean, Tibet died. I don't know when they died, kind of a long time ago. Things haven't changed that much over this way though, so who knows? Oh, and also the Brits are dead. Pretty much, the Brits are dead. I mean, they're gonna survive in Africa. They have a lot of colonies over there. I think they do. Maybe they lost it. Poland is also eating northern Romanian lands, so they might be the strongest in Europe. I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't know how good the Germans are doing. They look pretty good too. And I believe the Irish are now winning the wars for Africa, in terms of colonization, at least. They got a lot of colonies down here. Don't be confused with Portugal. They've got similar colors, which, by the way, I'm surprised that Portugal's even still around. Like, how did Spain allow that to happen? Qing, for some reason, is back. I don't know how exactly that worked, but all right, time to get that opium ready. And Korea has united. Korea has united under someone. I'm assuming that's South Korea, maybe? I don't even know, but yeah, they're a republic, if that means anything. I feel like the most surprising thing so far is the fact that Luxembourg is somehow still around. Like, what are the chances of that? I figured they'd be the first place to get taken out, or do they have amazing friends? France, and that's it. France and Kosovo. Ah, yes, the two powerhouses. I guess that's what keeping them safe. I don't know why the AI doesn't want any more of Africa. They're just gonna keep things the way they are, I suppose. Or maybe it's because like this stuff is wasteland in the base game, right? Is kind of. I mean, obviously the provinces have been moved around a little bit, but maybe that's possibly a reason why. There was a moment there where the British were pretty much taking over all of Siamese territory, but something happened. Thailand, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, just stop them from doing that. Maybe the French are gonna come over here and take some stuff too, though. I totally forgot this is a thing, but in terms of faith, really not much has happened. I don't think it really makes an impact at all since it's 2019. I think the mod does something with religion for the most part, but yeah, this is like the significant change. I guess that's it, and then these parts that weren't colonized. I believe African culture still existed at the start of this video, but as you can see, things have changed. So we've got this weird mesh of all sorts of different things. I don't even know where to begin, but yeah, big old combination. There is weirdly a Holy Roman Empire, so I don't understand that. Latvia is an elector, and there's some princes. I don't know. Maybe I should have researched this, but yeah, this is the new Holy Baltic Empire. So here we go. Here's the final list. Let's see who won this game. 8th place is Canada, 7th China, and then France. France didn't really do much, although Sweden kind of cut them off from colonizing Africa, so maybe that's why. Russia's still up there. Ireland in 4th. Man, I thought they were going to be a bit higher than Iran. Yeah, they both did really well. Probably the best out of anyone. Then India and the US. The US didn't do anything. I mean, this should have been like actually even further out. They're double India's development size or whatever. I mean, they almost took over all of Mexico. It really wasn't even a fair game. They didn't even have to colonize. Maybe that's why they didn't. Let me know if you want to see more EU4 modern day stuff. Again, this is not something I regularly do. I can't even remember the last time I did this. Maybe years ago, possibly. But yeah, figured out how to get rid of certain countries. I did maybe play with the idea in either the base game or in 2019, getting rid of all of Europe and just having everyone else colonize this place. That'd be kind of weird. I don't know if it'd work since it seems like only Europeans were going out and grabbing land. I don't know why that is. I actually was using a mod, the chaotic colonization mod, where everyone had a colonist, but because this is the extended timeline, I don't think it worked, or at least that's, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Big thanks to Elphie C, Elijah Senpai, Ruserification, SwissAargau, Maxy G, King Solomon, Ben Moke, Galli, TannerOfNazareth, Furry Cruz, MisterPERKELE, CooterDonkey, Braden Hinkle, Destiny 9000, MegaFatBoi, a sneaky Gengar, Battle Buddy 1847, James Miller, Mike S is gay, Sleeper 56, Huey Long Dong, and Alfonso M6, Millatime, Double Books, Kaybby, Mymainmanmanny, Nikkinagowa, Patchy 202, Buff Guatemala.